Welcome back to another episode of Big Shticks, guys. Have you ever made something, you had a lot left over, and when you go to eat it, you're just not quite in the mood for it? Oftentimes that's the case in my house. I'll make something and I'll make a lot of it, and unfortunately, nobody's got an appetite for it the next day. So oftentimes we'll just turn it into something new and exciting, and that's the focus of today. I'm gonna take that beef short ribs, otherwise known as dino bones or brisket on a stick that we made yesterday, and we'll turn it into a sandwich. Something that seems, or at least on its face, is a lot more appetizing to me today. So let's get started. All right, so getting started. I know, these look less than appetizing, right? This is what I mean. So what I'm gonna do is slicing it across the grain. Still a little cool or cold, so it's pretty stiff, but that's all gonna change as we make our way through the process of making this sandwich. So I'm just gonna slice this up relatively thin, nothing, too fancy, if you will. And I know others have asked about this knife before and what it is. It's a Dexter Russell butcher knife, 10-inch. So I'm just gonna take a few slices off of here, enough to make a sandwich with. More, of course, if I was making more sandwiches than just for myself. Let's set that to the side. Yesterday I made some sourdough, so we're gonna use that. Feel free to, either make your own like myself or buy some at the store. Here's another loaf that I made that's uncut. What I have here is 2 bulbs of grated garlic. What I'm gonna do to that, I'm gonna add mayo. We're gonna make a garlic mayo. I'm not gonna go so far as to call it a garlic aioli. I'll let the internet fight that out over what this is called, but I'm just gonna call it a garlic mayo. Let's mix that up. Just something, a little extra for the spread rather than just putting plain old mayo on there. A little something extra to the party. All right, now let's make our way over to the stove. Now that we've got the griddle top on the stove hot, just gonna butter this bread. Give it a little bit of lubrication to help toast it up. Working over medium heat here. That way I don't burn the bread, because butter is one of those sensitive oils that can blacken on you in a heartbeat. Don't want that. Trying to make an appetizing sandwich here. To help facilitate even browning, I'm just gonna put a press on there. And I'm gonna give this bread an opportunity to toast up nice before I put the beef down here on the skillet. Let's take a look and see what we got going on. It's been about a minute. Starting to get some good toast going on there. I think now's probably a good time to throw that beef down. And look, you don't have to be fancy with it. I'm not gonna add any additional oils. I promise you, this beef has already got enough fat in it for it to lubricate itself and keep from sticking to this pan. Not that it would stick anyway, but. All right, so it's been about 30 seconds here on the heat. I can already feel how pliable this is becoming. It's becoming very freaking soft. I'm gonna have to start using something a little bit different. Let's check our bread. Oh yeah, we're getting a nice toast on there. So I'm just gonna start stacking this beef here in kind of the shape of the bread, really. That way I could just scoop it off and slide it right on to the bread. I'm gonna just put a little barbecue sauce here on this bread. Also, going to put a little bit of cheese on there. You know what I mean? Everything is better with cheese, I think. There we go. Cheese is starting to steam and melt a little bit. I mean, if you want to, you could help facilitate that by throwing a dome over it and a little bit of steam. But if you do this all in the right order, you don't necessarily have to do all that. Ooh, I just realized I had some bacon left over from breakfast. I'm gonna throw that on here too. Why not? I think everything better with bacon. All right, everything looks good there. Let's just go ahead and slide that on top of our bread. Now, let's take a look back here. Got a good toast going on there. All right, let's turn it off. Let's take it over to the cutting board. I think we got a decent toast on there. That'll work. All right, folks, that's how we looking so far. Now that we've got this far, a couple things I want to do. One, I'm gonna take that garlic spread that we made and I'm gonna slap it on here nice and thick. Nobody likes a dry sandwich, man. And I promise you, this one won't be dry either. Not just because of this, this garlic mayonnaise, but because the short rib is just so doggone juicy. All right, let's spruce this up a little bit. I like a little green on my sandwich, so I'll just put, I like arugula. I don't know what it is. It just adds this nice, adds a light crunch to it, but it also has these like peppery notes to it that I think lends itself well, in particularly to beef. So we'll go there, feeling a little fancy. Let's make it Christmas-like. We'll go a little red and green, nice thin sliced, garden fresh tomatoes. Let's just go ahead and slap that on there. And let's get the cut. Oh yeah, that's looking nice. Man, that is a spectacular looking sandwich. Now, I've never thrown bacon on it before, but hey, there's a first time for everything, and I think everything is better with bacon, baby. Mmm. Ooh, shit. Mmm. God, dog, that's a good ass sandwich. If I do say so myself. Mmm. Nice cheese pull. Man, that garlic mayonnaise. Oh, that tastes fantastic on here. Now, did it need the bacon? Good question. Probably not, but I ain't mad at it. Mmm. Oh, baby. Mmm. Mmm, mmm, mmm. Man, that garlic sauce is good. All right, folks. That's gonna do it. Real simple and easy way to turn your leftover beef short ribs into something spectacular. So with that said, Big Shticks out. Marching lines, hey.